Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the IQ Project. I'm right here with my co-host Ricky Tat,
Yes, sir.
little Ricky. My name is Josh, Josh A12, and today we're talking a little bit more about ourselves. Um, Mostly, what is Iconiq, the brand? I'm gonna let Ricardo define this for you.
Who's Ricardo, bro?
Ricky Tat. I'm sorry, I forget.
You owe me $100. Ricky. It's Ricky while I'm working, bro. Ricardo and we're family.
All right.
Just kidding, man. Yeah, man. So today we're gonna define. A lot of our clients ask us, "That's a cool name." It's different, iconic. It's Iconic is spelled, but we changed it with the Q because we want to be different. But yeah, iconic basically represents to be the icon of something. We want to be seen as to be. When we think of tattooing, we think of iconic. That's the goal, right? That's what we want to do. When you think of Starbucks, you think of coffee. When you think of
McDonald's.
huh?
McDonald's, you think of burgers?
Yeah, I guess. When you think of tacos, what do you think of?
LA tacos.
LA tacos. They're iconic, right? That's exactly. So when people think of tattooing, I mean, this is early in our brand. We're only 2 years in, but it's a very very ambitious goal, and we're gonna work hard towards it. And we're 2 years in, and we're gonna keep pushing.
It's not only gonna take like 3-4 years.
It's gonna take we're in this for the long haul, guys. 20 years. The faster the better, obviously. But we're patient, and we're gonna work hard. And you guys are gonna see straight consistency from us with these podcasts, with our marketing, with our selection of artists that joins the group. I mean, we're very ambitious and very, very, very focused on this. So today is more focused on that.
Yeah, and it's not like we went straight there. We had our ups and downs. I mean, we learned throughout the whole way. We had to go through little bumps in the beginning, to get to this point.
And we're gonna go through more bumps, But I mean, if anything, if this podcast helps somebody that maybe it's an artist and they want to start their own shop and or studio, we don't like to call it shop, man. That's like old school. Let's call it studio.
It's parlor.
Parlor. It's a studio, and maybe they can take some valuable gems from this podcast. But I mean, we're aiming for top. We're not doing this just to do it. We're doing it to be one of the best, and we're not gonna stop. So we're very ambitious.
It's funny you said studio or whatever shop or everything, because it's not what defines it. It's the brand that you built that defines your work and the person you are and the artist you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So either way, like I've seen people where they have an amazing brand, but they're working at a private studio. You know what I mean? Their own little thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's another route, and that's for another topic. Like, there's private artists, and that's what they want to do. I mean, I think, when we started this, we wanted to do, go bigger, not just us two. We'd take a community of artists and give a voice to a lot of artists that were having trouble getting a voice, And so Iconiq is that medium that can help artists blow up, and I think we're doing that good. I mean, just our artists alone right now, they're starting to build their community really, really strong, and starting to do some great, tattooing, So, so yeah, in short, it's like just be so good that people will think of our brand as one of the best at what we do, and it's not to. And we're not by all means talking bad about other shops.
Where'd you steal that at?
Huh?
So that's good. Where'd you steal that at?
I found it on an Instagram post today, so I got inspired on a meme.
Little Ricky didn't think of that.
Why you call me Little Ricky, fool? So yeah. So how are we gonna do that? I mean, we're gonna do that by quality. We're gonna do nonstop quality, always focusing on quality. We're going to definitely focus on customer service with you guys, with our clients, with our new artists or our artists that we have. There's 4 of us currently right now, and they're solid. We're 4 solid artists. And operations, how we operate a studio. There's new things we didn't know that was going to happen, and issues that we have to deal with, and then there's stuff that we assumed was going to happen. And of course, our marketing is pretty good. Especially with this new podcast, baby, IQ Project.
Thank you, Carlos.
And and basically our culture, how we vibe here, So let's go back. I mean, let's talk about it. Like quality,
Well, let's
bro.
start with quality. I mean, what's your definition of quality?
For my definition of quality is giving the client exactly what they wanted and more. That's subjective. Quality is subjective. I mean, you could say, you know, a Porsche is a quality car. I could say it's crap because I can't fit in it. No, I'm just kidding. Because it's a small car. But it's all subjective, you know. But
Yeah.
what I care about and what we should care about as far as in the shop is that we meet every client's expectations
And above too.
and above, of
I
course.
mean, and we're educating them the whole time too as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that's part of quality too, because I could just be an artist, be like, all right, I'll slap it on here, pay me.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's yeah, that goes good with
Yeah, I
that.
mean-
Informing them, obviously, like we've stated many times before, but the quality of tattooing. So, I mean, the four artists are here. We do crisp lines. We do solid tattoos. And every client that walks out is very excited after either 8 hours, 2 hours, whether it's a black and gray piece, a color piece, or one of those small, intricate tattoos that you do. They're gonna walk out feeling like, man, I should have paid more for this tattoo. Really, that's the
Yeah.
goal, to be honest, right? We're not too strong on color, but we're very strong on black and gray. But we're 2 years in. We might get a guy that just all does color. That would be badass, to give that flair. It's not just about black and gray. I don't think we should just focus on one type of style. But we're very strong in that fine line. Everybody here likes that 3 needle or smaller, right?
Yep.
Especially you. So quality is there, man. And also, we can talk about like the equipment we use, but it seems like it's pretty standard in the industry. Mm-hmm. Anybody that wants to create quality tattoos now.
Well, I mean, you brought up thermal effects, right? Because we just recently got one.
The thermal printers?
The thermal printers. Before we used to hand stencil everything, which is cool too, but I feel like the thermal effects, since you use more of your computer stencil, right?
Yeah, I just filter it through a Photoshop process, and it looks busy, but to me, for some reason, I feel comfortable with it, and I just put it through a thermal pass.
Yeah.
And the client doesn't have to wait that much. Sometimes I do hand
So you're
stencil.
able to get more of the detail as well, right? So it lets you get more of a defined tattoo because you're able to put that.
There's
in
more
there.
information. Yeah. I mean, that's just preference. So that's one of the qualities, And iPads, we all use iPads here. The iPad is just another fast way of doing a stencil in case what happens.
Yeah.
You put the wrong stencil on a person. Not the wrong stencil, the
not
wrong
just
placement.
that, it's like, I feel like it's changed everything. Like I was just talking to my client yesterday. His dad was with him and he's like, yeah, when I got tattooed, the person had to draw it out. And if I didn't like it, I'll come back next week and get it done.
Yeah, totally inefficient.
Now it's just.
Now
bing,
it's
bang.
like if you resize it, okay, you could even print out 3 sizes now because
Yeah.
you could like duplicate it, zoom it in, and we'll have some podcast,
Yeah, I mean,
how to do stenciling, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, I do my stencil more simpler. I don't like how busy yours is. I can't read it, but I do it on the iPad as well, and then I just pass it through a thermal fax as well. But the reason I do it that way is just because I'm able to print out 3, 4, 5 stencils at the same time instead of doing it by hand. Like you said, it's saving time.
Yeah, so definitely it's high quality, and we're very very focused on the aftercare. We don't want clients just to walk out with no aftercare because the first 8 hours is very important to a tattoo. So we don't just wrap them with the plastic.
First 3 days.
I'll talk about the 2 aftercares we like to provide here.
So right now we provide for the shop in general is Sanoderm. It's the sticky adhesive that they started with like burn victims, but they started using it for tattoos as well.
Yeah, Sanoderm's just a brand. There's a lot of different brands, but
Yeah.
in short, it's just a clear sticker, thin sticker that sticks onto the body, right?
Yeah. And you
You've
just keep
used
that
it.
on for, depending what your artist says, a day to 5 days.
Yeah, and it just blocks it.
another one we use, which is more artist preference. If your artist provides it, it's spray on version of that.
In keys spray on.
It's yeah, inky
Aftercare.
spray on. It's basically a spray on version of sealer. So it seals the wound so no blood comes out and no bacteria goes in there. Um, I use that mostly just for areas that bent. So because the sander tends to leave like
So like on the inner elbow.
inner elbow, or even just on the like if it's close to the armpit or anything. I don't like to put sander in there because what I notice when people are moving their arms, it tends to leave like a rash and it's kind of scars it up a little bit. So I'm more selective on where I use Sanaderm at. But those have been really good for the shop. Everybody here uses one of those two items, and the tattoos heal up amazing.
Yeah, and and another subtopic of quality that we could talk about is how we're always learning. Like what I like about the artists here is they're always, not only are they just doing research on Instagram of who's doing some great work, and they try to study them, which is smart. Like I do that with David Vega. I do that with that new artist that Tony told me about, Carl Thomas or something like that. He's killing it. So I'm
I didn't
studying
take
his.
his.
And actually, Tony is just signed up for his online class. So
I'm gonna sign up for it too.
I'm gonna sign up for it. And seminars, we're taking seminars in the future, of course, to learn from other great artists, so that we can provide like the same, quality. Because everybody learns from everybody, and
Yeah.
and we're hopefully one day people are taking seminars from us. That's the goal. And art classes, talking about Tom about the painting class you're taking right now.
Oh yeah, so I signed up for a painting class with Reno Gonzalez. He's a fine arts painter, and I heard about it because I was following this other tattoo artist, Alan Padilla. He's starting his own business right there in San Pedro, and he's providing these painting classes with this master painter.
Who's out? Tell them like who Alan Padilla is. Like if they
Alan
don't.
Padilla is an amazing tattoo artist that works out of Long Beach, Raven in the Woods. He he does a lot of black and gray realism, but like more of a Chicano style.
A lot of detail.
A lot of
A lot
detail.
of detail.
Like his stone is amazing.
Yeah.
When he creates stone,
The texturing,
the
huh?
texturing. But yeah, he's opening like a little winery lounge gallery.
Are you going to
in
drink,
Pedro.
fool, or are you going to learn?
Both. They offer. I can't say no. It'll be rude. But no, yeah, I've been going for about a month every Friday, and it's really good. I like it because I'm surrounded by what is it like?
Seasoned artists, like
No, it's like-minded people. There you go. Like-minded people. They're all business owners right there. Most of them own their own shop, or they all have run a shop at one point or another. So
you're always like getting little
yeah,
gems from them.
I'm always learning from each one, not just the painting guy, which is Reno. I mean, it's more than that, and you're building that community with those artists as well.
Yeah.
It's really a good experience that I like. I'm definitely keep going at it.
Cool. So yeah, see, so we're doing things that all equates to quality, and every client that's walked out of here is loving their tattoo. I mean, we haven't gotten any negative feedback on people. Yeah, there's gonna be some, and we expect that, but it's how you treat them after, And I mean, for whatever reason, the tattooing is a different beast, man. You can't just put it on paper and expect it to be. Its skin is different. There's different types of skins.
Every client's different.
Every client's different. So as long as we have like a certain process, I mean, we could do pretty good, and we could continue this brand building that we call Iconiq, right? Let's talk about customer service, man. We said it, we're 5 stars. A lot of shops are 5 stars, and a lot of there's some that have made more reviews that are 5 stars, and I'm always checking on it, and not as a competitive way. I'm always just seeing where we stand, because if you don't know where you stand, you don't know where you're going, right? Kind of the thing. 5 stars on Google, 5 stars on Yelp. And how do we do that, man? How do you think we achieve that in these last 2 years, Talon?
Customer service, I think that's the biggest one we have. We push it hard here. Like we want everyone to come in, feel like it's their own house. You know what I mean? They feel comfortable walking in. Someone's greeting them at the door. If we're all busy, we
We're
still say
always someone's
hi.
greeting. Yeah,
Yes.
they don't just walk in and wait 5 minutes and somebody says like,
What do you want?
"What do you want?" or you know,
Which we heard stories, but that's not us.
that's not us.
We get to know the client as well. I mean, I try to have a conversation with them prior to them coming in so I can see who I'm going to be working with because I'm going to be next to them 8 hours, 10 hours. And likewise, they can see who I am. I mean, what else? What else do you do?
I mean, overall, just as I think it's our responsibility as shop owners that we just oversee that not only we're doing our job, but like the other artists here
Yeah.
are giving that same type of experience to their clients. It just can't be us two and them.
Well, every artist
know?
we get, we tell them straight up. That's our.
Well, that's what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Like we train them in a way. It wasn't like, oh, sit down, I'm going to train you. It's guiding them through each experience they're having, and where we suggest, hey, you know, next time, don't let them stand over there because they feel uncomfortable. Offer
Yeah.
them a chair, just little things like that that really matter. You know, offer them a drink. We have drinks here, coffee, snacks. You know, I mean, we even buy lunch for most of the shop, for everybody, all the shop, I should say, when it's a busy day. You know, that way we can just keep working. There's no downtime. You know,
Well, yeah,
that's
we
that's a big
provide-
benefit, to be honest.
I mean, we have someone that gives us or that
The prep meals,
the
too?
prep meals. There you go. That
So
helps
the-
a lot too. You know.
Yeah, it helps because I mean sometimes clients are in a rush to get over here. They're not thinking, and what do we always ask? Have you ate something? Why? Because we don't want them to pass out. So we always have prep meals ready on the go.
Always eat something before you come.
Yeah, so I mean that's part of, you know, it seems small and it seems like, oh, that's a no brainer, but like I said, we don't know if other shops are doing it. We're just doing that. We feel that's part of our brand to build the Iconiq brand as one of the best.
Yeah.
And we're gonna continue doing it. And we're gonna figure out other ways of doing that kind of stuff, right? And you know, of course, if people haven't been to the shop but they've seen I keep saying shop, studio. If they've seen the vlogs that we do, I mean, we have TVs everywhere. I mean, we look like a freaking, we look like a fucking Buffalo Wild Wings, you know? We have TVs everywhere at every angle so that if we put on a movie, everybody's experiencing the movie. You know, everybody's welcome to put on their headphones and just zone out and do their thing. But if they want to be part of the whole studio and the vibe, they're welcome to. And we all try to include everybody, you know? Everybody, if they want to talk, we include everybody. Watch a movie, listen to music, of course, is music. We ask people what's their preference. Some people are shy about that, though. You notice that?
Yeah.
We'll say, hey, what's your preference? And they don't want to, I think they don't want to inconvenience other people. Like, oh, I like fucking death metal rock, but not everybody does, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll listen to it. I got tired
listen
of J.
to
Cole
everything.
for a minute.
I'm tired of him right now.
So I'm down to, you know, man, I'm even considering country now.
I got into jazz. Tony walked in and was like, what are you listening to? I was like, elevator music? I was like, yeah, kind of. That's the playlist. That's what it's called.
Yeah, see, so everybody's, you know, we're always down for some different type of music. I always tell my clients, like, hey, what's your genre of music? And if they say, you know,
Anything.
alternative rock, and they say a new band or something,
Yeah.
put it on, man. Let's hear it, you know? I want to learn some new music. It's not just my corridos, you know? Corridos will be popping, you know? Corridors. So, you know, again, all that is what we consider to be customer service for, and continues to build the Iconiq brand, man. I mean, we want to be known as you know what,
Always
these
trying to
guys are
provide
like
different
doing
entertainment
good.
as well to kind of distract someone from getting tattooed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think another one too is like, I think, you know, we in the operations part, like the processes that we do here with the artists, like you said it earlier, you know, the main thing that I see that doesn't happen in other places, according to, you know, some experiences that I've asked clients, is that they're not 100% informed of the process of a tattoo.
I know.
And
I've
clients-
done that too.
And clients should know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you go to a certain place, you kind of want to know what to expect. It feels, I think that's the most uncomfortable thing, like not knowing where to sit at, where to wait, what's gonna happen. Are you
I
just
just
making the tattoo and then I'm getting it? I don't have no options to say anything.
what I've seen lately is like people just they get they don't get the tattoo they want, but I don't know if they're afraid to not.
I don't know how that happens though.
Yeah, like I don't know if they're afraid to like tell them like, hey, I don't want this.
Yeah,
They just
because
let them, or
that's probably what it is. Because
I don't know.
they don't want to maybe be like that picky person, I guess you could say.
I mean, I always tell my clients like, are you sure, 100%? Are you gonna? I show them first on the iPad how it's gonna look on their arm. Then I put on the stencil and I show them the placement, how it's gonna look.
Yeah.
And then
walk to the mirror.
Walk to the mirror. I always
Walk
tell
to
them,
the mirror.
even if they don't want to, I'll tell them just go.
10 walks to the mirror eliminates a lot of issues at the end, saying, hey, I didn't know you were going to put that butterfly right there. You know? Any additions you add that wasn't talked to, you talk about it, go walk to the mirror. Mm-hmm. That's what we have mirrors for. I mean, it's going permanent. It doesn't make sense not to just do it with no conscious or consideration of the client, right?
I mean, it's their body.
That should not happen here. It's not going to happen, I should say, right? And so we always inform our clients exactly what we're going to do.
Especially for new people that are getting their first tattoo. I always walk them through everything.
Bro, this last month, like probably like 60% of our clients were
more like.
I didn't make the count, but I'm bad at math, bro. But
that's a lot. I mean,
a lot of them were new, you know, and so you treat a new client different than a return, not a return client, but a veteran type of tattoo client.
And
right?
I feel like that's what we're talking about with Tony's new client. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
This is the first client. I asked him, I was like, so how do you feel coming in? It was like, I was shy, but honestly, like, he pointed out that he saw the videos, right, on YouTube.
Yeah.
He said that they're really good and it helped him out. And he kind of just trusted
Subscribe, by the way.
Just trusted the process and was, he wanted to kind of let Tony do his own thing because he already knew that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is that he took the time, the research to learn
exactly
what Tony's
I got tongue twisted.
What Tony's work has been doing, and then not only that, he said he connected to his bio that we interviewed him. He connected with him. So again, man, it's about people, bro. It's always about people, and people are gonna connect with people, and not only that, you know, he saw his work and he liked it, you know. Some people are going to like my work. Some people are going to like your work. Other people are going to like Johnny's work. It's you never know who's they attract them to. So that's why we do these blogs. I mean, to inform people and not only get to know the picture on Instagram, that one picture, it's get to know the person and what his struggle was through that tattoo. Or I mean, storytelling, bro.
The craziest thing about
storytelling,
what he said though was like, I thought it was crazy that he already felt like he kind of knew us already.
He said the same thing to me because I talked to him the day before.
Yeah, he already felt like he kind of knew us. He even asked me about the tattoos, like, how's your tattoo healing up and everything, because he I guess he saw that I got tattooed. That was crazy.
By this amazing artist, huh? Who was he?
I don't want to say
that. and you can't beat the price.
He won't.
By the way, he still owe me, fucker. But yeah. Again, he did say that he felt like he even bought us lunch.
Yeah, the
client bought us lunch. That was so respect to him, and thank you, Tony, for taking care of him. He was blown away by the tattoo. That tattoo came out badass. If you guys don't know, check out Tony. What we're talking about is Tony G Tattoo on Instagram.
909.
You can find it through our.
When he had his name.
yeah, we told him cut that username, make it simpler, man. So yeah, not only that, and I mean Johnny too he's doing some good stuff right now. He just recently did a portrait that was amazing. So we're growing, guys. The quality's growing. The customer service is always on point.
I think the biggest thing is follow-ups too, like how we check in on our clients after. You know what I mean? I usually ask my clients to, because we get a lot of people, so I'll tell them, like, you know what, send me a picture in like 3 weeks. I want to see it. And if they don't, then I'll message them. Like, hey, how's it going? Anything wrong? You know
what I do is, like, sometimes when I'm uploading like old pictures on Instagram and that I've done, and I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this guy, so I'll go through mine and I'll say, hey, dude, how's it going, man? How's the tat?
Yeah.
Just to get them what's up, you know?
I was actually just thinking about that. I was like, I think what I'm gonna do, or what I just started doing last week actually, was Mondays. We're setting up for this podcast, so I'll go on my calendar 3 weeks, 4 weeks behind, and I'll just go through that week and message my clients for that week, like, how do your tattoo you look? I've been getting good feedback for that. That's been working a lot better for me.
Yeah,
That way
follow up is important because it feels like, you know, we just didn't say thank you for your money and see you later. You know,
Yeah.
they might not know they want another tattoo, and you just hit them up and they're like, oh man, I was thinking about you. Good thing, you know, they got a lot of things in their mind, you know, but that happens a lot. Just with that simple text, they might want to add to it. Oh man, when do you have the next availability? And it happens. So for sure. So we thank everybody like that follows, you know, that continues the support, you know. I mean, that's how we keep this brand going, or else it just stops.
Yeah, that's how we build our community. I mean, and we're trying to get that feedback as well. I mean, that's how we know what we're doing right, what could we change, what's the best thing.
Yeah. So continuing on, let's talk about marketing, man. Marketing also is very, very important to continue the Iconiq brand. You know, to basically we gotta tell stories to continue this, like stories about our collectors. I mean, I wanna interview a lot of collectors. I mean, on the podcast, I think that'd be a good idea. What do you think?
Yeah.
You know, get their experience of how it was to get a big tattoo here at the shop and give their point of view. That would be
Especially
amazing.
those first timers, because a lot of first timers are getting big tattoos right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a big commitment.
Yeah, they're going big.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're gonna continue doing these podcasts, you know, with different interviewees, I guess you could call, like first time clients, returning clients, how they seen us progress. Maybe that would be cool. You know, and we could ask them those questions like, you know, how did you feel? Did you get that 5-star service? You know, and if not, if they say no, then we'll cut them off and we'll edit that, right, Carlos? No, just joking around. But that and you know, and slowly building the community. We emphasize that a lot with the artists. You know, just build your community. The people that walk in, sometimes they're not following them or us. They just Googled it, found the shop because we're on the top, and they come in and they connect with one. I mean, that's building their community. So they got to follow up with them, you know, and keep them in their inner circle, because that's going to also continue to build the Iconiq brand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we, like I said, guys, you know, in order to be Iconiq and to be one of the best, we have to grow not only our community, but we have to grow our artist team too. You know, we want to grow and get more artists in the near future as we grow. I mean, to be honest, we're getting close to maybe getting another one already. You know, the demand is growing, and I feel that
maybe 2.
I feel that we earned this, you know, because we're putting in that work. Sometimes we have to turn down a lot of small tattoos.
Yeah.
So for any artist out there that wants to work in a cool environment where we can help you grow as an artist, you know, yeah, just let us know. DM us. Not necessarily now we're gonna be interviewing but in the future, you know. So like that, and just be ready, like you know, just know how the vibe is here. You know, our culture here is just, we're down to earth people. There's no rock stars here, other than Carlos, our cool media guy. That guy's a rock star.
I was gonna say Fantosh, fucking Tony.
Fantosh, he's not here today, but no, you know, the vibe is just great people, and just we're down to earth. We're you know, we're nobody special. We just love what we do, and we do some great tattoos, right?
I think it's just artists trying to learn and better themselves in their career.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
So I
Trying
think
to
that
push the limits.
Yeah, and always learning, and we're artists at first, you know. Art is the principle of this business. It's not, you know, it's not fucking construction or something. It's art. It's art related. If you love art, then maybe you can find a spot here, because that's what we focus on, you know. Not just tattooing. We talk a lot about different elements in art, such as color theory, values, composition. We're always studying that. I'm not saying we're the best. We're just always studying. We're always giving tips and say, hey, maybe for that next tattoo, consider this, consider that. And I want feedback. You want feedback. We all grow, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. In short, we made it quick, but it's gonna take years of all to implement this, and we're not gonna what's the word?
Happen overnight.
Not gonna happen overnight. We're not gonna slack. I mean, we're gonna continue this, and we've been doing this for 2 years already, almost a little bit over 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years, dude.
Yeah. Real quick.
Damn.
Pandemic didn't help, but
yeah, but I felt like that was a challenge. Yeah,
made us better.
I just recently posted a picture of the color prism hand that I did, and I put the sketch, and I have a picture of it with my hand on it, and I'm sketching it, right? And it's a very powerful image for me because that image was like taken in March, so almost a year ago, when they told us to shut down. And so it brings me back to that thought. I was like, damn, man, we're gonna close for X amount of months. There's gonna be no business coming in. That was a scary time for tattooers, and for a lot of other companies, for a lot of other people too. But what did I decide? Did I say, oh, what was me? No, I just said, you know what? I wasn't drawing a lot because I was tattooing a lot. This is a time for me to get back to my roots and start drawing. So I grabbed some color pencils and I picked a cool image and I forced myself to study more than 5 colors, So I did about 20 colors. And that picture reminds me that I started studying again, and that made me stronger in my tattooing, and people were noticing it. So instead of just saying like, oh, sucks, we were getting attacked, figure out a way. And that picture that I just put up told that story basically to me, So sometimes we need that,
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's a fun fact right there, guys. So close it up, brother. It was a quick one.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, damn, cut that right there.
Did you space out or what?
Yeah, I just totally spaced out.
Through the whole conversation, just like, All right, so let's go. All right, bro. So just close out the podcast today. It was a fast one, but
Well, thank you guys for coming in or watching us again. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be up again here next week. So stay tuned for the next one.
Yeah. So check us out on the next podcast, and if you guys got any ideas on who should we can interview in the Inland Empire, or some topics that maybe you guys want to know about that for the subscribers, let us know in the DMs and the comments, or hit us up, or just call the shop. We're here. We're here 10 hours a day. So thank you very much.
And we're out.